Yo, yo. Actually, I don't know why I'm wearing this. It is kind of cold a little bit, but I don't even gotta wear that, man. Wear this. Yo. So this is video number 2 in the new car. Video number 2 in the new car. Kind of awkward. I don't give a fuck. Just want to talk to y'all real quick about people giving their best years to the wrong people, and then when they get older, they want to now all of a sudden become a virgin and this or that, and it's kind of like they make the people later in life suffer for the people who they met before in life, and it shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? The best qualified person should get the best years of you. But a lot of times that doesn't happen because people don't think ahead of time about their future. They just think for right now. And it's okay to live for right now, but you got to live for the future too, man. You got to, man. And you also got to live with the past, because the past, actually, you got to keep the past with you on your journey in life, because if you forget where you come from and what you learned, you know, it's going to make your future and your present shaped up in a way that you don't want it to be shaped. You know, a lot of people think because they learned something that's it and that's all. But sometimes you can learn shit and forget that you learned it. That's why you got to constantly keep feeding your brain. But I'm going to give y'all some examples of what I mean by this shit, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Number 1 on the list, a woman will say, fuck sex, do this, or, make me feel this way or make me feel that way, and I get it, right? Right? I get it. But she's only saying that because she didn't already been through the waves of having sex and shit. Now she don't want to have sex no more. So the person that marries her, he's not going to get the best sex that them other guys got that didn't even want to marry her. Does that make sense to y'all? I already see somebody leaving already. It don't matter. We're going to go at this video because the truth got to be said. Does that make sense to y'all? Doesn't make sense to me. Like a man, he be wanting to love a woman to the moon and back. Then he gets burned by a woman, and now he doesn't want to give a woman his all his energy no more. You know what I'm saying? Or he wants a woman to go half on the bills with him or this or that. But before he got burned by a woman, he would have paid all the bills. I don't care. You ain't got to have a job. You know what I mean? This is what they do, man. And what I'm saying is it can't be this way, man. Slow the fuck down, right? So you could lower your chances of getting burned by somebody. And so you can still be in the equipped position to give somebody, you'll still be in the mood of giving somebody the best years of your life. I see every day on Facebook, I don't believe in love no more, fuck love and all that. That is a person that was a good person and they would have gave they all to somebody, but they got burned. Now they're not. Now when the right person come along, they're going to probably miss it, because they're not going to give their all to that person now, because they already gave it to somebody else, and it can't be that way. If you are somebody right now that gave your all to somebody, take a break until you get the energy to love somebody again. You don't always got to be around men and women 24/7 all the fucking time. You know what I mean? You just don't, man. It's just a problem that men and women face all the time. Always got to be around each other. And it's not the issue that you're always around each other. It's the issue that it be for no reason. It don't benefit you. A lot of times it's just people crossing each other and shitting on each other. So what's the point anyway? Might as well just stay alone half the damn time, right? But back to what I was saying, a man talking about going 50-50 with a woman, but before he got his heart broke, he wasn't on that shit. He didn't care. You can just pay. You ain't even got to work. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you work or not. You know what I mean? But when he got his heart broke, now the woman got to go 50-50 and all this other shit. Or he might come across a woman later in life that want a kid, but he done got done so bad by his baby mama. Or vice versa, it could be a woman that she don't even want a chance that now. Or he don't want a chance, either or. You see what I'm saying? So now the person later they meet in life got to pay for that, basically, if they wanted a kid or something. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not going to touch on the topic of sometimes you can miss out on somebody because of maybe he has a kid or you have kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? that depends on the person. So I don't like to talk about that because sometimes it doesn't matter, especially if that woman or man is really on their shit. You know what I'm saying? And they really take care of their kids. They would make it easy for a person who does decide to get with them. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody who's actually looking for help. You know. And when I say help, I don't mean that in a bad way, because if you get with a woman or man with kids, that's your kid too, right? So I don't mean that in a bad way, but you get my point. But yeah, man, like a lot of women, what they're going to do is, and I hate to say this, and I'm not trying to sound offensive, but what they're going to do is they're going to sleep around and shit and have all their fun, and then they're going to try to get this husband, and now they don't want to have sex at all. Like, does that seem fair to y'all? Like, shouldn't a husband get the best sex, the nastiest, best sex ever? Nah, she gave it to them. She don't even want him to know that she likes this nasty shit. She hides it from him. So he don't even get the best of her sexually. Same thing with the man. He don't give her the best this or that. His heart ain't even 100% anymore. He didn't give his heart to somebody a long time ago. Now he just there and just, you know, y'all just in a relationship. He ain't going all out because he already been burned. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them, not everybody. Everybody can rebound if they take their time and stay away from women and men for a while. If you're a woman or man, stay away from the shit for a while. Let yourself build back up, and then you probably can love properly. But people don't do that. They don't do that. They go from one person to the next. They ain't waiting for shit, and that's what you see. And that's why you get half-hearted love and shit out this motherfucker, man. Motherfuckers, I'm unemotionally still available, but trying to get with other people. And before a woman say it's not all about sex, blah, 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 you're right. But you're missing the point. The point is you gave your best sex and shit to those guys. Now the guy that's supposed to be with you for the rest of your life, he doesn't get to experience that with you. Does that make sense to you? I know if it's me, I want a woman to, if I'm going to marry a woman, I want her to experience the best of everything possible. Sometimes you make mistakes you can't fix, right? But for the most part, I want her to experience the best of me, everything possible. So you got a lot of women talking about fuck sex and all this shit, right? And I get it, because a lot of men, all they want is sex. But they should have been saying that with those guys. They should have been acting like a virgin back then. Not now. You're making it even harder. You're making it even, see, it was easy for them back then. You made it easy for them. Or it could be woman or man. You made it easy for that person. Now you're damn near unlovable because you've been hurting all that, and it's harder for people to like you. And it could be the right one, but it's harder for you. You make it harder for them to like you and shit because you've been burned. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be that way, because it wasn't that way for the wrong person. The wrong person often 9 times out of 10 get the best part of you, and that's a sad thing. However, you know, if you self-improve and you allow your heart to rebuild, and your energy and all that to rebuild, you know what I'm saying, and don't hold hate towards exes, you'll be all right. You probably will give somebody the best of you again later, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't do that. They don't even wait. So they're not giving people the best of them, man. And it's a sad situation, man. You know, I don't understand how women can do that. I don't understand how men can say, nah, I want 50-50, but you didn't do that with those other girls that you had kids with and all this other crazy shit. You didn't do that with them. And women, I don't want to have sex no more, but I want a husband. I mean, that don't even sound right. I'm just being honest. Like, it's just not fair. Imagine a man marrying a woman. You let these men, I ain't gonna say all these men so people don't get offended, but you let certain men do all this stuff that your husband wants to do to you, but you don't even want to do it now because you already been there and done that. The same thing with a man. I don't want to go half. I don't want to let you sit at home and take care of our kids. I already been there and done that. You got to go to work and pay 50-50. And then come home and cook and shit too. Why I just go to work and then come home and play a video game. It's just not fair, man. That's all I'm saying, man. You know, and a lot of men, you know what I'm saying? A lot of men, they want to sleep around and do all this crazy dumbass shit. You know what I mean? And then when they get older now, they want to settle down and shit. Why didn't you give one of those women back then the best of you? You didn't want to, though, because you let that best of you get to your head. Oh, everybody like me. I'm gonna wait until I'm bald headed and all this other shit. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna give a woman I'm gonna commit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, man. I'm gonna wait till I have a couple baby mamas. I'm bald headed. You know what I mean? I need pills to stay hard. You know, I don't make as much money as I used to, and I'm overweight now. Now I'm gonna settle down and find one woman. That's bullshit, man. You know what I mean? People gotta learn how to be humble with their worth, and when it comes to shopping around for somebody, you got to understand that you got like a little time frame a lot of times. You know, I don't know what that time frame is, because it could vary from different person. It depends on who likes you and who don't, all this shit, right? But nevertheless, nothing's forever. So you got this time frame that you're going to have to try to be with somebody, man. We can't control how people are either. That's another thing. I get it. But if you're not intentionally playing around and shit, I'm not talking about you. But I'm talking about people who know people, you know what I mean? They, like, say a dude, a player, he knows he's fucking everybody, and he knows most of the women would have fucked with him, but he want to play around until he's 50, and then he want to settle down. I'm talking about that guy. You know what I mean? That guy. You know, karma's a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm talking about that woman who knows she's fine as hell, and all these men want to give her the world. She want to wait until later, until she's not the number one draft choice anymore, and the other younger women are the number one draft choice. Then she's going to want to settle down when nobody's really choosing on her no more. Nah, man, that's not right. You're doing it wrong, man. You're doing it wrong. Imagine me having a fucking car, trying to sell it. Imagine this car right here, right? If I sell it now, it's probably at the highest I'm ever going to get it. But imagine me waiting until, 20 years from now, motherfucker is smoking and shit. Oh, now I want it for the same price as today, 20 years from now. Now it's different if it's an antique and I kept up with that car, aka you. Like, you could be a woman that didn't really, you stay to yourself for the most part, and then you 40 years old and you still fine as hell. Cause you how can you say that word? I don't want to say nurture, but basically you groomed yourself, along the way, right? You didn't let yourself spoil, basically. You know what I mean? You didn't ruin yourself. So yeah, that's possible. Just like an antique car could be worth more money than it was when it was first bought. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you can't be worth more at an older age than you was younger. It depends on how you process yourself. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, stop giving your best shit to the wrong motherfuckers, man. Stop playing around. Even if you made a mistake already, you got a couple kids or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Stop playing around. I see people right now still celebrating like they won something. Because, I got a nice car, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to go get some hoes. You're celebrating what? What are you doing? You're celebrating failure. Because you haven't won nothing. That's why I don't celebrate like that. That's why I'm not popping bottles and all that shit. What am I celebrating? You know what I mean? Have I reached my goals for real, for real? Do I have a boat yet? Do I have a home yet? Do I have a wife and a family and all that yet? No. What am I celebrating? I don't got time for that shit because my goals are not complete. You know what I mean? But people get them big ass heads. You know what I mean? Or let shit change them. Or I got a new car. I'm about to get some hoes and all this. They stop doing what they doing. You know what I mean? Or I got a girl now. I'm going to stop going to the gym and doing everything. I'm going to stop working as much and doing everything that made her attractive to me. I'm going to stop doing all that. Or a woman, vice versa. I was cooking for him and all that. Now I got him. Now I'm going to pull that mask off, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyways, man, I think that's about all I got to say about the shit, man. You know what I mean? A lot of women need to realize, man, I see that a lot with when it comes to women. I see that with sex, and I see that with like what they put a man through to like them. They made it easy back then, and now that they got burned, they making it hard. And you could be making it hard for the wrong motherfucker. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I get it. You're smarter now, and you made dumbass decisions, but still, you don't want to be that damn closed off, and you still want to be a benefit to someone, just like you was to them wrong motherfuckers, right? And some of y'all, if you don't got kids yet, you definitely need to be patient and slow the fuck down. You know what I mean? Because a guy might want to have them kids with you, man. Or vice versa with y'all men. A lot of y'all men, same thing. What makes men think that women don't want to have kids with them, but damn, he already got 5 baby mamas. I like the guy and everything. You know what I mean? Or he want to play around and she ready to settle down and have kids with him, all that. He want to play around. He want to wait until he's 50. Then he going to say, all right, now I want kids now. Man, fuck out of here with that shit, man. That woman should leave your ass high and dry like a motherfucker. Like, nope. You didn't want me back then. You didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You all on me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. You know, but remember this. If you're not intentionally doing shit, it's not in your control sometimes. Sometimes you just have no control. Like, I'm not intentionally like, you know what? I'm just going to wait until I'm 50 and then I'm going to get married. Or no, I've always, even from 18 years old, after I was done with the streets and all that bullshit, even though I was still in the streets, I was more mature in the streets. You know what I mean? I wasn't dumb like back then, like 18, you know what I mean? But after like 21, I was more smart. I still was doing shit, but not dumb shit. I was responsible with it. And I always wanted a one-woman man. I always wanted to be a one-woman man after about 18. It wasn't I'm purposely been a player and all this bullshit. Nah. Because I only had like 3 long-ass relationships since then. So it wasn't like I was out here fucking this one and that one. I didn't intentionally do this shit. It just happened. It just so happened I didn't marry them. And it probably was a good thing I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't purposely, like, stall it. You know, that was in the plans. But it didn't happen. So I'm not talking to y'all. You know what I mean? Or some of y'all was trying to be with a guy and you got pregnant by the guy and it didn't work. You wasn't purposely like out here like some of them who are out here, I'm going to have fun and then I'm going to settle down, who got pregnant by accident or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some women get pregnant because they was fuck with a guy. Then you got some who are out here getting pregnant because they're fucking with guys. If you get what I'm saying, they're out here just fucking with people. You know what I mean? Having fun. Because they feel like I'm young now, I'm going to do all this while I'm young, and then when I get older, then I'm going to settle down. That's the wrong way to think. That's the wrong way to think, because you should be thinking about, how can I build my life? You see what I'm saying? How can I build my life? See, in your 20s, everybody think is play around, dog. Have fun. You too young for this and that. And I agree to a certain extent. Like, you might be too young to move in with a woman or man and marry them and all that, but that don't mean that you're too young to find the right woman or man and grow with them. Because if you start waiting until 30s and 40s, people scarred, man. And not only that, they got kids and all type of things. It's a lot of things going on. You see what I'm saying? So, if it's there in your 20s, don't be a fool about it. If you think love is there in your 20s, even in your teens sometimes. I know people in their teens is still together right now. It's funny how them relationships usually be the ones versus the other ones. That's because, man, people get scarred and shit, man, when they start fucking around with everybody. All this bullshit, man. The streets show no love. But if you're a young person watching, I get it. I'm not telling you to marry and move in with a woman or man. But I'm telling you, if you got something that seems like it's solid, I would probably stick with that, man. You ain't missing shit. You ain't missing shit. And not only just with women and men, when it comes to, you know, all your friends partying and you're going to work and you're thinking in my mind, I'm missing out with the girls or the dudes. I should have went out last night. No, it's okay to have fun, but I'm telling you, you're not missing shit and you're going to outgrow that fun. Either that or it's going to destroy you. Either you outgrow the partying and the fun, or it's going to destroy you. All this drinking gonna catch up. What Ludacris and them say? And all this smoking gonna catch up. Some niggas just don't give a fuck. Because they don't get it, man. If they do get it, they don't give a fuck. That shit is going to catch up. I don't give a fuck. Especially if you do that more than building your life. You know what I mean? Now, if you building your life 3/4 and then you quarter of the time you party and shit, that's fine, because you're not letting it overtake what you should be doing in your life and overtaking you as a person, the growth as a person. But if you're, for the most part, just partying and kicking it, dog, that shit's gonna swallow you whole, man. and let the ghetto get the best of you, baby. That's a shame. That ain't just for women. That's for y'all men too, though. You know what I'm saying? That could be said for y'all men. That's no cap, man. So stop giving these streets and people the best years of your life, because they don't deserve it. Unless it's a person that deserves it. The streets never deserve the best years of your life. You know what I'm saying? People could have stayed out the streets from 15 to 18 and then went to college and played basketball. Cold than a motherfucker. Grew up with a whole bunch of motherfuckers good at sports. But what happened? Got caught up in the streets, started smoking that weed and shit. And it was over from there. Such and such could have been a star. Now look at him. He might be doing good in life. But imagine if, who knows? Now you got to live with that what if. Man, I was fast, dog. I could jump. I could do all that shit. But I chose to chase women and smoke weed and shit. Or a woman. I was on my way, man, to college and all that. But I chose to fuck with this dude. Or fucking with guys. You know what I mean? Trying to be with my friends and kicking it. Damn, what if? And not only that, you know, some of us, we all make mistakes and we got rebound, but now we got to play catch up. See, this is the type of shit that I would talk to my kids about. Like, go ahead. If you want to touch that fire, go ahead. But you're going to play catch up later. See, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't do it. Because you're going to do it anyway if you want to do it. But just remember, if I warn you about it, then my voice going to be in your head when you burn your fucking hand. You know what I mean? Because I can't stop you. All I can do is put that shit out there and hope you get it. You know what I mean? Eventually you'll see that I'm right. This is why a lot of kids eventually see their parents is right and they start listening to their dads and their moms like, yeah, my dad and my mom know some shit. It take a while though. You know what I mean? They got to bump their fucking head a bunch of times, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with life. Some people don't learn their lesson, man. You know what I mean? It's something if you did, like say you were smoking weed and you got fired because of that, because you failed. That should tell you, man, I gotta stop this weed, man. This shit is fucking on my life. You know what I mean? I gotta put this shit down, bro. But some people don't do that. They still smoking it. They don't even realize that the weed is the reason why you got fired or whatever. They start reaching for other shit. No, the weed is why you got fired. Just like the reason why I quit smoking weed. I honestly, I still, to be real with y'all, that's like, I kind of loved smoking weed, right? But at the same time, I didn't want to do shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I still went to work and shit like that. But all I wanted to do, I didn't want to do much of nothing. It just took a lot of energy from me. And I knew I couldn't drive trucks if I kept smoking. And I knew I wanted to get a CDL. So that's why I quit, man. And I used drinking to quit. But then I started seeing people get popped for DUIs and shit like that. And I'm like, I can't get popped for a DUI because I drive. That's my career. And then I wanted to quit smoking cigarettes. Right? Like I can't quit smoking cigarettes and drink. Fuck it. Just quit it all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things in life you gotta sacrifice because you know it's not good for you. Again, I'm a man. You think that it don't sound good? Oh yeah, go fuck this and go fuck that. That sounds good on paper, like I say all the time. So I don't want men to think I'm hating on them or whatever. It sounds good on paper. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a man. It sounds good. But when you weigh out all the bullshit that it could possibly stop you from doing in life, you know what I mean, and all the bullshit that comes with it, you should be smart, just like a woman. All that attention from them men sound good versus one solid dude. But if you really sit back and weigh those options out, I'm sure you'll make the right decision. Because you'll come up with the conclusion that, you know what, that shit sound good, but am I really missing out? Just like I said earlier, the younger people think they're missing out on shit and they not. Even older people think they're missing out. Oh, I'm old or I'm about to die any day. Let me go ahead and do this. They're going to be 80 years old. You know, they should have slowed the fuck down at 30. They thought they was going to die at 40 or something. God forbid, anybody. You know what I'm saying? But you can't live that way, man. You still got to live for the future, man. Still got to live for the future. Even if tomorrow's not promised. Still got to do it. Because your today is what's shaping up your tomorrow. Plain and simple. Can't live in fear, you know what I'm saying? That you only live once attitude, that's what destroys motherfuckers, man. But at the same time, I get it. You want to live for the moment. You know what I'm saying? But you got to live responsibly. That's why I don't club too. Like, cause I know the only way to really club and drink and all that crazy shit, you got to do responsibly. And if it's responsibly, it's not really fun anymore. You know what I'm saying? When you 18 and shit, that shit's fun because you don't know no better and you don't give a fuck. But when you know better, like, man, I can't drink and drive, man. Then I want to go to a club tonight and get fucked up. But then what if I get pulled over for drinking and driving? Damn, there goes my license. You can't move that way. That's why I said fuck all that shit. That's why I said fuck all that shit. Same thing with sleeping around with women and all that. STDs, having kids, child support, all that shit. You can't do it because, see, a lot of people think not me is their problem. Not me. It ain't gonna happen to me. Oh, it can't happen to you. That's the problem. So that's why you gotta really weigh your options. Like, nah, it ain't worth it. It ain't even worth putting my hand on this fire. I might not get burnt if I do. I might be able to pull my hand away in time before it burns me. But what if it does burn me? That ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't worth it. So that's the moral of the story, man. Stop giving this life and the wrong people the best years of your life, man. When I say this life, I said that wrong. Stop giving the streets. Because you want to give your life the best life. The best thing in life is life. But them streets, man. And if you want to be in the streets, move smart. That's all I can tell you. But I guarantee you, if you move smart in the streets, you're not going to want to be in the streets. Because when you move smart, you see every fucking thing. And you think about everything before you do it and all that bullshit. So you realize, you know what? This shit ain't for me. This shit ain't for me. Yeah, I'd rather go somewhere else, man. I'd rather be on a boat with my woman looking over on a fucking boat cruise looking at the fucking ocean. You know what I mean? Versus in a club, kicking it with motherfuckers who just want attention and don't even got no love for me. How the fuck is that better than having a solid ass woman on a fucking boat looking out at the ocean? How the fuck is that better? Or how is it better fucking a whole bunch of pussy that everybody else is fucking versus pussy that's mine? I don't understand that. Even though it's hers, but it's mine. Because she says it's mine. I don't understand this. I will never understand it. I will never understand it. Having sex, fucking, you know what I mean? It's never going to be the same when you care about somebody versus when you don't. I don't know who's, a lot of people say that's cap. I don't know where the cap's at. Ain't nothing like a woman who, just like even a woman she ain't got to be in love with you. This is how I feel. Like, I don't want to fuck a woman that don't want to fuck me. A lot of y'all don't give a fuck. Well, I bought her some bottles and she fucked me. And you know the girl don't want to fuck you really. She just doing it because whatever. Who knows? She needs money or some shit out. She want to get high or something. I don't like that type of sex. You know what I mean? A lot of men are cool with that. I'm not cool with that type of sex. That transactional sex. Nah. I want a woman to fuck. I want to fuck a woman. I want to fuck a woman that wants me to fuck her. It's better. It's better that way. Period. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And if you're a woman watching, I would assume that it's better if you getting fucked by a dude that actually cares and actually wants to fuck you and actually be with you versus one that just wants to fuck you. I don't know. I get it. You like to be destroyed and all that bullshit. Well, some men don't get it, but I get it. I know a woman wants to be destroyed sexually. I get it. But I'm still certain that most women want it done by a man that actually cares for them. Maybe you got a selective few that like strangers and all that bullshit. But for the most part, pretty damn sure if a woman had to choose between two guys and doing the same shit, she'd probably choose the one that she actually cares about. You know, that's why a lot of women cut motherfuckers off when they get a dude. You know what I mean? Cut y'all ass off. Y'all be sitting in the friend zone wondering why. Because you don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? Out of here. Gotta hit this gym. It's getting late.